Hello, good morning Year 6. Welcome back to another week of English. Now, last week we were looking at chronological reports and we're going to continue looking at those this week. Now, our session for today is to recognise the perfect verb forms, okay? You can see your success criteria just here. Now then, as always, your starter is to answer this SPAG question, okay? Can you add these things to this set of sentences? Now, I would like you to pause the video, okay, and have a go at these, write them down yourselves, and then unpause the video, and we'll go through the answers together. So, get yourself a pen, paper, okay, and pause the video in 3, 2, 1. Okay, hopefully you've now answered those questions, and you've hopefully, of course, got them all correct. Let's look at the answers together. The first one here, add a comma to make the front adverbial. Under the clock, comma, he stood and waited. Commas to the list, after birds and after bees. Then you've got insects and fish, can be found near a river. Add the semicolon, would go between team and they. They are the best team, they are the worst. Add apostrophe before possession. Well, it's talking about California's beaches. There's only one state of California, so it's California apostrophe S beaches. And then add the capital letters to the sentence. Well, F for find needs one because it is the start of the sentence. Craig, Ashton and Jenny all need one because they are proper nouns, they are people's names. Now then, let's move on. Well done if you got all of those correct. What is meant by chronological reports? Have a little think back. Chronological reports. Chronological. Time order, okay? Reports, again, it's going to be a text, a piece of information, telling us and feeding back on something that has happened. So a time, sort of piece of text, okay? So remember, chronological, time, report, text. Again, it's a story or a newspaper report or something that's happened and we tell it in time order. The features here, time connected and phrases are very important. And of course, it being in time order. If it's not in time order, it's not a chronological report. It should generally be formal, okay? That means the use of passive voice and no contractions, okay? Subheadings. Now, subheadings are key in these, okay? You almost always certainly use them. So subheadings, nice and clear, okay? Explain what your paragraph's going to be about. And, of course, generally, they are going to be in past tense because the events already happened. Now then, today we're looking at the perfect verb form. So let's start the different tenses, the 3 different tenses. What are they, the simple forms there? Well, we should be shouting out down that computer screen at me would be past, present, and of course, future, okay? Past, present, and future. Now, let's just have a little think towards the past tense. How do we usually make a sentence into past tense? You should be adding ed to the verb, okay? That would generally change that sentence into past tense. Now, let's take a look at that. Talk. Well, to make that into the past participle, okay, into that past tense would be talked. Walk, same rule, walked. Danced, ed on the end. And of course, wait would become waited. Now, be careful with dance as well. It already ended in e, so I don't need another e. I would just then put the d there as well. So these are all the past participle, and they're all regular verbs, okay? So they're all in the past, all the verbs in the past tense, okay? That past participle. These are all regular forms. Basically, I just add an ed to the verb. They are regular, but of course, it's English language, I'm going to have irregular verbs as well, okay? So again, go, sleep, begin. These are all base verbs. They're all the ones I would use at the start. Now, to make these into the past tense, that past participle, I need to do something different. I wouldn't say, I goed to the shop yesterday. It would be, I went to the shop yesterday. So I've got to change the word. Sleep. What would sleep be? Slept. Begin. Began. Okay. So you can see I've got different words here. Now, unfortunately, there's no set rule for these. You may even think of many others, like eat, for example. Okay, I don't say eat it. Now, you may think of your own examples, and that's great, okay? There are nearly 200 irregular verbs in the English language. And unfortunately, we just have to remember them, okay? So be very careful when you're writing, double check if you're writing the past tense that you're using the correct verb form, okay? That correct past participle. Now, we are going to be looking at past and present tense today. So let's just focus on past, okay? We've got past, present, and future, and they can all be split into 4 different areas as well. I have simple past, okay? Past progressive, past perfect, and past perfect progressive, okay? We're going to be focusing on this perfect verb form, okay? Now, all of these are on the sheet that I have sent with your work today. This sheet is not your work, okay? This is a little help sheet. And if we're in the classroom, I'd be advising you to look up and look at my rails where it's got all of this on it. But of course, we're not in the classroom, so I've sent this for you so you could have a look at this whilst you're doing your work. Okay. My screen has just gone off. I apologise. I will have to put that back on. There we go. Super. Okay, apologies for that, year 6. So, this, okay, this perfect tense, okay, it is all here should you need it. It's there for you, okay? So use it if you need to use it, okay then. Let's look at the present perfect. Now, the present perfect is made by using has and have and the past tense, that past participle, okay? So I have kicked the ball. Again, have is there, okay, I'm using have. Kicked, well, it's not kick, it's kicked, it's a past tense, past participle, and of course the rest of my sentence. Now, this present perfect is present because the action began in the past. I've already kicked the ball, but it is continuing now. It is still happening now, hence it being present, okay? And I've got the past perfect. I would use had and that past tense, that past participle. I had kicked the ball before the whistle went. Now, this one shows that an action happened, okay, in the past before another simple past event. So again, I kicked that ball, that happened in the past, and I did that before something else happened. In this case, the whistle went, okay, maybe it was the end of the game. So present perfect, has or have, and the past participle. Past perfect, had, and the past participle. Again, you can see the colours here to match up there, okay? Now then, let's look at this in sort of the context of when Jessie came across the sea, okay? So the perfect form of verb usually brings the reader's attention to the consequences of an event that has happened, suggesting its events are still continuing. Now, basically what that means is by using these different forms, it gives the reader an idea of when something has happened. So let's take it when the rabbi, he said, I have decided, announced the rabbi. This is a present perfect. It says have, okay? So it's got have, and it's got obviously the past participle. So this is present perfect. Now this implies that he is still newly decided as he tells us. It means he's only just decided it before he's now giving this speech, okay? So it's only just happened. Present perfect, okay? If I was to put it into a simple past version, I decided. That's what he'd say. Now, that happened sometime in the past, but before he's speaking. We just don't know when it happened in the past, okay? I decided it. It could be last week, last month, last year. We don't know, okay? But we do know it's already happened in the past. So this is a simple version, okay? There's no have or has, okay? It just said decided, just a past tense there. Now this one here is a past perfect, and it says I had decided. That means the decision was made quite a while ago. So I've got present perfect, have or has, and decided, okay? And then here I would use had, and in this case decided in this version. Now this past perfect form helps us to understand when something took place. So to make these, as I keep repeating, okay, you would need to make the verb into the past participle inflection, so walked or taken, depending on whether it's a regular or irregular verb. And then you would add either has or have for present perfect or had for past perfect. Okay, again, this is all on the sheet if you need any further assistance. Okay, it's all there for you. Now then, your task for today, Year 6, is as follows. I would like you to complete the worksheet that I have sent to your parents. Of course, it's on the Google Drive as well. If you're using a daily task sheet, you can click on the link and it'll be sent to you there. Now, I would like you to complete the worksheet that has been sent. You need to decide if these sentences here are present perfect or past perfect. So this is the information that I've just been talking about. Your questions are all numbered 1 to 10 here for you to answer. And then at the bottom is a little challenge that you must do, okay? It's not an optional challenge, it is a challenge that I would like you to do. You need to write sentences of your own containing either present perfect or past perfect, okay? The choice is yours, and how many sentences you need to do is depending on your group, which is at the bottom, okay? If you've finished all of this sheet and you want an extra little challenge and you want to impress me, I would like you to design a poster showing me the difference between the different perfect forms. So again, using this sheet here, you've got the different perfect forms, and I would like to make a little poster showing what the difference between these three are. Of course, colourful, informative, and eye-catching if you are doing this extra challenge. Of course, if you complete a challenge, it's going to be worth dojos. That could be added to your total for this week. So, Year 6, that is your task. Of course, I'll be Skyping you very, very shortly anyway. So, if you've got any questions, ask me then. Otherwise, have a great session and a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you very much, Year 6.